Okay, we will begin. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to my creative corner of the internet. Welcome on in, Blade and Angelize. Welcome back. I hope everyone's week has been well. Hello. Yes, selling a house in these times is tough, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, if you feel that's the time to do it. If there's a will, there's a way, right? I'm trying to get used to this this little coaster for my thumb track mouse. My tracker wheel mouse. I thought I was making something very cute with it, and it's like it makes it a little slippy, slidey around, so I might need to like attach some like anti-slip pads to the bottom of it. It's just like an oversized coaster, and my mouse is in the middle of it. So, but yeah. So exciting news for Sunday, Sunday. I had a $10 voucher for Michael's, and I used it recently. It feels good having some ability to get free yarn. And then I have another $5 voucher that I have to use before the 22nd, I believe. So yeah. I think I have an idea of what I'm gonna get. So I want to make a cozy cardigan out of the Karen slice of anniversary cake that I have, but I need one more skein for it, or cake, I guess. Yeah, I need one more cake of it, slice of that cake, in order to make the full thing of it. So I'm going to use my $5 voucher. Let me turn my music down just a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to use my $5 voucher, save some money on it. So it'll be about like 50% off at that point, because they're about like $11 or so. But yeah, so this $10 voucher one, I got a skein of yellow yarn and brown yarn, so I can make sunflower coasters, and possibly also like a sunflower looking like a granny hexagon bag. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on Sunday, is some granny hexagons, making some sunflowers, and then maybe if we get to it, the coasters as well, because those work up pretty quickly. But yeah, then on Saturday, tomorrow, I'm gonna play Among Trees. I was gonna have it up as a poll, but I realized, I was like, you know, I really enjoy playing Among Trees, and I want to get back to it. Like I just figured out how to successfully catch fish more. So I was like, I need to continue that. So yeah, but tonight, as you guys see from the title of this stream, I am going to be continuing my fan art of Flo from Diner Dash. If you guys ever heard of that game, or if you played it, I think it came out in the early 2000s. Thank you, Blade. Yeah, I was like, there's a method to this, I swear. I'm gonna get it. I finally got it. An entire day of catching no fish. And then, like a few days after that, it's like, okay, I've caught 5, 6, 7 fish. I've got it now. But yeah, so Diner Dash, it was I think my mom played more of it than I did, but it's very time management, task oriented kind of a game. I really enjoyed it growing up. There were other games similar to that, like Cake Mania, Mystic Inn, Delicious Diner Delicious, or something like that. Hello, Calomosity. Hello. So I'm going to be drawing all 4 of the main characters that you play as in those games. So the first one here that you're going to see is Flo, and then the next one will be, her name is, I think, Jill Evans from Cake Mania, and then Daphne from Mystic Inn, and then is her name Sarah from the Delicious series. So I'm going to draw them all separately, and then at the end I'm going to put them all together, and if I do it correctly, they all are like carrying trays. And it's gonna look super cool with all 4 of them together. So, because they're all like fairly similar games. It's all, you know, like time management, task oriented stuff. Like I said earlier, gets very hectic. If you guys have seen any gameplay of Diner Dash and Cake Mania, Mystic Inn, I've actually shown on the stream before. It gets like in later episodes, later levels. It gets very hectic. That's another similar thing that all these games have. It gets very hectic. You have to be very meticulous and detail oriented to really beat these games. So hello Katori, hello King Thrag. Is that what you would like us to call you, Yesaya? King Thrag. I only recognized you because of the profile picture and because you're modded. On mods now, I'm feeling better. Oh, good. I'm glad to see it. Good. I don't know why Katori's message hi Cole it translated to I'm sorry. I don't know why it did that. Oh my goodness. And I told people yesterday and I changed my name temporarily to do that. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I will continue to call you Yusai then. I have to go to sleep though. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Good saying hi to you. Well, good to see you in the chat as well, Katsura. Thank you very much for hanging out a little bit, giving us an update. I hope that you continue to feel better. Good night to you as well. Get some good rest. Don't let the geese bite. The ridiculous waterfowl. Do not let them take a chomp on you. Okay, let me get my artist glove on, and then we will move on over to the artwork that I have prepped. Okay, here we go. Here is the artwork I'm going to be working on tonight. As always, if you guys have your own projects to work on, if you are playing a casual cozy game or whatever game you want to play, honestly, if you're doing organizing, journaling, whatever you want to do that brings you comfort, things that are enjoyable to you, feel free to do so. I never get upset at people lurking because I do the exact same thing. I lurk as well in other people's streams while I'm drawing, so I never get upset at any of that. Okay, right now I'm in the line work stage of this. I've kind of done some like color blocking wherever I want to to place certain colors, just testing things out. So right now I'm doing my line work and I'm totally not procrastinating it. So, recently I've had to figure out how to do coloring in vectors. So that's very exciting. Yeah, I hate the dumb people too, man. You know, I try to limit my interactions with them. Hello, Bretty girl. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Let's see. So I've done the skin line, eyeline, the liner, and the lashes. Next, I will probably do the eyebrows here. I've said it before, but I will say it again. Ever since I adjusted the settings for my line brush, I have enjoyed doing line work a lot more now. It is still my least favorite process to deal with, but at least there's more control over the line weight than there was before. When I used to use Paint Tool Sai, the line work brush that I was using back then was so satisfying to use, and this feels like the closest that I've ever gotten it to that brush. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about Clip Studio Paint, is that, like, if I wanted to move this color wheel down here, I could. Or if I wanted it to move like over to the right side or up here, I could move anything. Oh yeah, by the way, I did make the screen a bit larger, so you guys can see my color wheel, my color history here, my brush and brush settings. So yeah, you guys can see a little bit more there. For a bunch more paperwork to attorneys and such while Wolf was on. Oh, cool. Of course, paperwork is never like super fun or exciting, right? But it's the process. It's the necessary steps to get to the whole of it. I'm very excited for you. I mean, some once, that's the reason why I don't judge ignorant, arrogant people too harshly. I mean, for the most part, I feel the same way. It's like up until the point like that other people start getting hurt because of their stupidity that I'm like, okay, no, it is you as a person. It is you as a person. Any some recordings, I think? All right. I wish you well on them. Hello, CRU. Welcome on in. Good to see you again. Just made a coffee and checked it at 10:45. Oh my goodness. You are gonna be wired. But you know, I had a hankering for coffee about like 30 minutes ago. I was like, should I risk it? So I made myself some flavored water. So okay, that's the brow line layer. I'm gonna do top hair, which is all of this here. I can make these lines just a little bit bigger. Apparently, it's actually very difficult to find a safe download of Diner Dash without trudging through a bunch of potential viruses. Now, I got to play it through, I believe it was Big Fish Games, which is also the launcher, the website, the distributor, perhaps is the word I'm looking for there, that hosts Mystic Inn, I think, also maybe Cake Mania and Delicious Diner, whatever the name of that is. So thankfully, the way that I got to play it was not, riddled with viruses, but drinking tea right now because my throat was a little bit acting up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely tea is a good idea. Putting some honey, some lemon in it. Yeah, rip your sleep. I figure if I'm gonna make coffee at like later than like 8 o'clock, then I need to put it to some kind of good use. I need to either be like doing some sort of creative work or doing like organizing or something. I gotta use the caffeine for something. So sometimes I wish like maybe I should get like decaf coffee beans, just so I can enjoy the taste of the coffee without the rush of caffeine. Has patience to do designs this way because I don't anymore. It takes a long time, man. And this is just the line work process of it. I still got to do like shadow rendering and highlights. The eyes, they look like this is like the final render of it. It's not. This is just like the color testing. So, but the end result, that's when it's all worth it. So, but yeah, for your stuff, I have to learn how to do coloring with vectors. I have never done coloring with vectors before. I have a guide on how to do it, and I did make a custom subtool. It's where is it? This one, the fill vector color one, that will actually operate as a vector brush, but will be like an entire like shape in of itself. So it's not just like a line. Where is it? Subtool settings, and it's probably you guys can't see it. All right, well. You'll just have to take my word for it there. So, still have the bear ears? Yes. I've been leaning into them a little bit more. The character herself is not like a bear girl, but like wearing headband, like a headband with little ears on them. So it matches with the Bearamy plush that I have on the couch in the background that you guys can't see right now. But I guess it also kind of fits with this house being like a creative cabin in the woods, because you got bears in the woods. But yes, I feel like the line work process is the more time consuming one of it. So The nice thing about the scalable vector graphics is that, like, you see how all these are very like pixelated and stuff. If I wanted to adjust any of these curves using a vector brush, I could easily do that, and it doesn't make it all pixelated. So it's a very handy tool to learn. And I always welcome learning new things. I figure, you know, this artistic journey, I am never going to be, I'm never going to like 100% it. So it will never be 100% complete. Simply focused in different areas. The main quest is always to create something, though. It's a little bit of scratchiness in my throat, though, but it's almost 100% better. Well, good. I'm glad that it's getting better. Yeah, the scratchiness is... it's always like the uncomfortable part of it, on top of the sick feeling. I don't want to jinx it, but like I mainly get sick during like the fall, like the changing of the seasons into autumn. Crossing my toes that I don't get sick simply by saying that. Rate your day. Oh goodness. I think if like a 6 is just like an alright, fine kind of day, you know, then yeah, probably a 6. Not too much going on over here besides, you know, doing artworks and housework and surviving. I have another load of laundry to do later on after the stream tonight. So that's exciting. I get the okay day badge, yeah. Wolf and I have been really enjoying the Steins Gate anime. We finished the first, I guess, season? There's a movie that we're watching, I think, tonight. So that came out like after the initial anime was done. The way that it ended, I was like, there has to be more. there has to be more. If all goes well, I can't wait to see what you can do with the woman. Ooh, okay. You've piqued my interest. All the species in these books are shapeshifter or curse bearers. Ooh, creatures take their own physical forms in most cases. That's pretty neat. I get the feeling it's gonna re-inspire me to get back into my my story from like, I think it was middle school. When I was in 7th grade, in our, I think it was like a writing class or reading class, some kind of class, you know, that you have to, one of the assignments was to, you know, write like a story with like several chapters to it. And so I had written a story about how like there's like this royal family. Hello, Liam. there's like a royal family with like this set of like jewelry pieces that if you wore it, you would be able to transform into an animal. And I still have the physical copies that I made, and I had like drawn illustrations for like the covers of, I think it was like 2 versions of it that I had made up. So I think her hair looks a little whack right here. It needs to be pushed up just a little bit more. But yeah, so it had my my like original character in it, and my friends at the time also had like their own original characters in them. Turning your stories into comics. Good idea, Isaiah. Good idea. Good way to visualize them. Absolutely. But yeah, at the time in middle school, I was listening to like a lot of like 3 Days Grace and like Breaking Benjamin. There were like references to songs from those bands in the story. Like a character would like hear it on the radio and be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember this thing that happened to me." How long were you gone, Liam? I don't know. I don't know. Time escapes me. Time is but a construct to me sometimes. You got slime today, Calamosity? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I need to eventually make a design for a merch piece that is not a slime, but it's like a jelly, like a squishy. They have boba tea ones and then slices of cheese. And I freaking love it. I saw it, I was like, I must have these available as merch pieces. Cheese. I also need to make some sticker sets too. I have a design that's actually like specifically made for sticker sets. That goes down to here. So it's nice to have actually found a website that will allow for me to do that on top of like all of the different acrylic keychains, acrylic standees, like all of these things. I'm like, yes, freaking yes. Played a game earlier. It's called 1984 Utopia. Oh, I see. Have you I'm gonna guess that that's based on the book. It's a very very iconic, I guess. Iconic book slash movie. A book that got turned into a movie. Let me check this. Okay. So comics are gonna be kid friendly, to say the least. I mean, if you know, not every comic is meant for kids, right? Sometimes the best way to have that particular story told, you know, it's just, that's not the audience that you're going for, right? See you later, Liam. Thanks for hanging out. Good to hear from you again. I got my stomach because it was falling. It was falling off the table. Oh no! Yeah, you don't want that stuff to fall on the ground. There's a channel that I watch sometimes. It's the lady from the UK that does free cleanings, and she had gotten a slime, and they were her and her I think he's her assistant with cleaning. They were out walking outside, and she dropped it on the ground, and it got all dirty. And it was sad, man. It was very sad toast. Hello, Mars Media. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I think I put that piece of her hair just a little too far down. Pretty sure that, yeah, the skin line would be covering up that part of her hair. Okay, so that's the top part of her hair, nice and lined in. I do like to have part of the hair here a little transparent, so you can still see like the inner part of her ear underneath. That's for a later time, of course. Hello, Aubrey. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Okay, let's do the tray here, because that's the next part of it. I'm so not procrastinating and avoiding the hand. I'm so not avoiding the hand at all. I will have to like sketch in like some creases here for like where the finger should be. What was going on with the cats there, Wolf? One of our neighbor's cats was in the backyard earlier. She might have still been back there. The gray cat was on the fence. What in the world? Oh, it's the neighbor to the right of us. I think that's their cat. If it's like a fluffier one, then yes. I was never a cat person growing up. That wasn't until last year when I met my niece's cat, and now I actually like cats now. See, I was the same way. I never had a cat growing up. Now I have a cat at my house now, and I'm like, all right, I can understand the appeal. Short hair, the one we found in the garage. Oh, yeah. Ms. Beans needs to be more like dominant with her territory. She needs to learn to be more protective of her space. What sport is that, Yesiah? Those names do not ring a bell for me. Oh, it's basketball. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were talking about like weeds out in the back, like you had spurs on you or something. I was like, no, wait, that's not the right context. What is he talking about? I'm gonna try to freehand a little lip here on the tray. All right, looks pretty even, I think. Hello, Chicken Legs Mickey. It was scripted anyways. Oh no. Dinner off base with some friends, try to drink a bit, and we get them the whole time. I'm reasonably comfortable with that. Yeah, I wouldn't be either. Because, you know, the drivers and putting like everybody's lives at risk. Yeah. I'm with you there, man. Glad you're safe though. Glad to hear from you again. Play music like stupid loud. And see, that's another thing, right? Because like I used to do that. These days, I'm like, no, I want to hear if something goes wrong. Like if like, you know, something starts like rattling around, or, you know, I you know, like pop a tire or something, right? I probably feel that, but like, you know, other things, you know, that could happen in the car that like you'd only notice you'd only notice at first if you could hear it. If the music is too loud, you can't hear it. So yeah. I mean, at least it was good music, but yeah, like if it's too loud, right? Like you're not like at a concert, guys. You're driving. The truck yells at you. Sir, something is wrong. Sir. Something is very wrong. For this part of it, I kind of want to use my line brush. I believe you. I believe you. Yeah, you got the fancy connection with the truck to the phone. I think we'll have the stack of bills be like that. That tall. Hate live music if it's not my taste in music. Yeah. That makes it even like less enjoyable. Happened to me a couple times. I think it was the last time that Wolf and I drove to Alabama. We had another driver with us, and I was like, "Listen, man, I can't. I don't like this music." weekend, me and my friends were coming back from taking out the trash. My son officer told him to halt as saluted. He didn't, and drill sergeant with the officer tore my friend up. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta. It's the showing of respect, right? Times with people who blast music is my least favorite type of music. It was torture to me. I listened to it for 2 hours while we were on the highway. Oh no. Yeah, see, like thankfully I had like my earbuds whenever the friend like was playing the music that I didn't really like. But you know, if you don't have earbuds, right, then it's kind of like, yeah. You either make your opinion known, or it's kind of like an internal torture, yeah. Standing there at the best of attention, like trying not to die because he was getting yelled at. I'm just chilling there, and the officer was proud of me though. See, that's like direct results of doing what you're supposed to do. So drill sergeant, I told my friend to salute in the drill. Sergeant was proud of me, saluting the officer. Good. Glad to hear that you're doing well over there, man. I feel like I need to sketch out like a little bit more of this. Feels too loose. Oh, you're out already. Gotcha. Tech school, living the dream. Oh, good. See, I'm glad to see you going places, man. Good job. Most folks that ask passengers what they want to listen to before we get on the road. It's good. See? A light in the darkness. So everything, so I'm cool no matter what. Oh, nice. I feel like I listen to a lot of different pieces of music. The one piece that or genre of music that I can't really listen to is like, I don't know how else to describe it besides like ghetto rap. I can't, you know. Yeah. It just doesn't make me feel good, you know. And like, mind you, I've listened to like oh gosh, I'm terrible with artist names, like Grim Salvo and let's see, who else. I'm going through my liked songs playlist. Where else? Just like a lot of like dark music sometimes, and it really depends on like my my like mood as well. Memphis Cult, oh my goodness. But you know, like it kind of depends on my mood. But like, yeah, I can't listen to like the ghetto rap kind of music. I don't like the way that it makes me feel. So I do remember you, Perry. I do remember you. Welcome back. The spicy pick. We love spicy pickle in this house. Mumble rap. Yeah. I don't like mumble rap, so. But you're going to a Miku concert? Oh, well, enjoy your time. It's very exciting stuff. But it's good night to you, Chicken Legs McGee. Good to see you again. Good talking with you. Get some good rest. Don't like much rap unless it's Dr. Dre and a few others, but I'll give everyone a turn for tunage. And I feel like there's more soul probably involved with that like genre of rap. But yeah, definitely mumble rap is what I'm getting at. Yeah. Not a fan of that. There was a song, there's actually quite a few songs that like I really like the main artist, and then it you know, there's like a featured rapper, and I'm like, no, is there a version of the song where there's like there's no rap? There's no rapper? Because I don't like how it sounds. Oh gosh, what is it? I'm thinking of one like oh my gosh. I heard it in like someone else's video, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I had no idea it was by KSI, which I don't watch KSI, but I liked the, you know, like his vocals. And there's Trippie Redd in the song. It's called Thick of It. And I'm like, is there a version without Trippie Redd in it? I really don't like that guy. I don't like the rap. I don't like the dude. Is there a version where he's just not there? Yeah, of course I remember you. Of course. Yeah, see, I really don't like that kind of rap, Isaiah. It's just, the vibes of it are not, I just, you know, I can't get down with it, man. Like, I can't get down with that sickness. My name is Spicy Pickle, my record sell for a nickel. I don't like beer, not even a nickel. Can't handle even a trickle. It is, Yesai, it is. I don't think it's conducive to like a healthy mind, you know? Okay, so it's definitely one. Right there. Like a trillion beans, like a disease. That's why I'm in the spicy pickle. If there isn't one already, there needs to be a streamer that does the same thing as burnt peanut, but with a spicy pickle. I guarantee you there's already one out there like that. All sounds the same. It's like I'm hearing the same song over and over again, but with slightly more words. Well, that's the formula for you, man. That's, you know, they're all following a formula. And after a while, it's like, okay, this is like mush. You know, like when you go out to the all you can eat, and you've eaten so much of the same thing that it just tastes like mush. that point, it just all sounds like mush. You sound really bad, like Prince, Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, how multi-talented they were, but he ignores me. We can only hope that eventually he will come around, right? Eventually, his taste will grow, and he will become more cultured. Is your brother the type that likes the drill rap? There was Prince, but I never voted for it. I bet you there's a joke to be had there. You go wear a Prince shirt to a No Kings protest. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you again. A lot of people my age now are like real, raw, organic, and original music, and I have to wonder if they've ever been exposed to it before. You know, I feel like the people in our age group, you either grew up with like parents that listened to those artists, or you had like older siblings that listened to those artists, or you know, you are like scrolling through like a Spotify playlist and it comes on like at random, or you know, like something breaks you out of the mold of what's expected to be popular for you, you know. I think God that when my parents were alive, they played good old 60s, early 80s music when I was growing up. And see, that's a lot of soul in the house. And I think music has a very large part in creating the atmosphere of the household too. My my opa, which for me is grandpa in Dutch. He has either like his radio on or like the TV turned on to like the music channel. So anytime that I go over to his house, you know, there'd usually be music playing. So, and like this last time that my family came over to help out building the greenhouse, I had like 80s like summer hits playing in the background. I think it helps create like a brighter atmosphere, so makes things more enjoyable, I think. Okay, I think I can go back to the lining part of this. I've got a clear idea of where I'm going with it. Hear old music in the old car radios. Forget to put a disc in the radio load. Hear the music in stores and on commercials, as well as we used to watch cable television. Oh, how nice! I'm glad that you have those memories too. Just some good memories. Wolf and I found out recently that there's a CD slot in the truck. And we had no idea. Oh, yes. Yes. Monetized. I also have I have donate links that are accessible through the donate link or a donate command. Yeah. This is Epic Radios. Where are you? Oh, thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Types of car radios, we put a cassette tape in or CD in the radio in your car. I miss that. And there's a lot of them that don't make them like that anymore. They've kind of phased them out. So it was very, very surprising to find that. So the limited clears can send dollar dues to you and Wolf. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Did you guys know that I actually have I don't think I finished it yet, but I have an emote for Wolf that says dollary dues. Like I said, I don't think I finished it, so I haven't sent it over to him yet. Thank you, Saya. I appreciate ya. I never want anyone to feel like they have to, like it's like a pressuring or anything, but that is a very generous thing for you guys to do. Thank you. Send for sandwich. For Subway sandwich. We love a good Subway sandwich over here. As long as it's not the Subway from Alabama that's connected to the convention. It seems everyone always gets ripped off and sick from that Subway year after year. They have to warn people, like, yeah, don't go to the Subway that's connected to the BJCC. They hike up the prices specifically for the con, and people always end up getting like food poisoning. Like to the point where, like, I think at one point someone had made the little, like, like the badge ribbons that you can connect to your badge. They made one that was specifically for like surviving Subway. It is, yeah. I've never braved it, nor will I ever. I've been thoroughly warned about it. Yeah, that is not on my bingo card of survival for the con. Well, that's good. That's good, Yesaya, you know? If you feel led to do that, you know, and you have the ability to, I think it's good to act on those instincts. I have heard of that, Isaiah. I don't know if because like any time that I hear about, you know, people making like a higher dollar amount bill, all I can think about is those countries that have like the I know there's at least one country that has like either has or had the like $1 million like currency, because the economy just was like so bad that like going like grocery shopping, you would have to, like, you know, have that much money just to pay for stuff because things were so inflated. So I hear about that and I'm like, are we gonna have $1 million bill? Are we gonna get to that point? I'm so Subwoholic, but there are a few I won't even enter. Yeah, I mean, when it looks sketch, it's probably sketch for a reason, right? Yeah. Saying the cost of living on your own has increased tremendously as well over the past decade. It has, yeah. It always kind of makes me wonder, like, where are things going to be at, you know, in, 10, 20, even like 5 years, if things don't change. Speaking of money, that's what's happening to it. It's flying away. Okay, I am gonna have to move that one here. So I want it to look like it's going like behind the hair. There we go. Save that real quick. Exactly, Carlos. It's flying away. It's got wings. I was saying that they can spend $100 to feed my honey and I for close to 3 weeks. Right? Yeah. It's kind of. I mean, it's not kind of. It just completely is. Insane. How pricey things have gotten. There was actually just a YouTube short that popped up on my feed that I watched of these two young kids going to a grocery store, a convenience store, I think, like a corner store, and seeing like their favorite cashier lady over there, and they only had like $1, and they got like 3 or 4 pieces of candy for $1. I think the one kid actually spent like 69 cents. And then another kid got like I think it was like a soda and a piece of candy for like a whole $1. Absolutely crazy. I have to spend at least $200-300 to cover groceries now. Yeah, exactly. You know. So I'm so happy that we had a Winco built in our town. It's the most affordable grocery store that we have here, so did your guys' Wincos close down? What's the story? What happened to them? In San Diego, we don't have them in South Carolina. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Are they more of like a West Coast kind of a thing? Because I feel like I've only ever seen them here on the West Coast. I think other parts of the country must have like their own version of it. Like a discount grocery, employee owned, doesn't take credit kind of a grocery store. Me too, Yesiah. And I can't even call it a regret because it's just there's nothing that you or I could have, done about this, but just, like being adults in this era of time, it's that meme, we were born too early to see, blank, born too late to experience, cheaper prices on everything. Yeah. I've heard of Aldi before. I have never heard of Lidl. It's a good name though, Lidl. Well, and that just depends on where you live too, Yesiah. In places like certain parts of California, New York, Like the bigger cities, it's even worse than that. If you see the YouTube shorts about, doing like a apartment tour in New York City, and you have like a teeny tiny apartment with like your view is somebody else's brick wall, that's it's your neighbor's place, and it's like, I want to say like 10 feet away there's just a brick wall, there's your stunning view, and they want like ridiculous prices for it, and it's a studio apartment, but it's because it's New York City. So never seen a Winco in Seattle. They're more rural. I have seen them in more of like the rural areas. There's one, maybe there's a couple. I think there's one at least in more of like I think it's like the more like outside like skirts of Salem, so Salem, Oregon, which has been in the news recently because of all the Lego stuff happening over there, and in Utah. So yeah, it was kind of surreal watching the Reckless Ben videos plural on all of the bricks and minifig stuff happening. I was like, I know where that is. That's weird to see. Oh, he's gonna go and jump in the Willamette River. Okay. I know exactly where that is. Oh, yeah. I did a 5K run over there at one point. But like all in all, it sucks what happened with that story. So, and like I haven't watched everything about it, but something definitely nefarious happened for sure. People done knew. So dang, Brad Girl, that's pretty good, man. Seen Winco only once in my life so far, and it was a little over a decade ago. Oh my goodness. The way it's phrased, it's like a unicorn. I've only ever seen a Winco once in my life. It was many moons ago. I've seen the Winco unicorn. Rent San Diego was, oh my goodness, $1,900 a month. 6 square feet, 2-bedroom apartment. That is freaking wild. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of when my best friend and her husband lived in their apartment. It's ridiculous. They were charging them for the hallway lights. Like, not the lights inside of their apartment, the lights in the hallway that everybody was using. Craziness. I use the ellipse tool here. I've only ever seen the Winco shopping bags there. I used this word already, but I don't have a synonym for it right now. They're iconic. I have an entire closet of reusable shopping bags. It's ridiculous. I was gifted a very cute purple Trader Trader Joe's thermal shopping bag. And Wolf gave me this look like, are you for real right now, woman? Another bag. I'm like, yes, another bag. My mother gifted it to me. It's another bag. And there was a green Marshalls one. Inside of that one, I was all like, dude. I'm swimming in reusable shopping bags. They're so cute sometimes, I can't help myself. It is cheaper, Ratty Girl. It is. Yeah. So anytime that like Wolf and I go over to Alabama for the work at the con, it's very much like a reverse sticker shock. We're like, bro, like fill up on gas now. Completely. Before we go back to the West Coast where it's more expensive. Oh my goodness. And like they have Cookout over there too, which I very much enjoy Cookout. They have a lot of different milkshake options. My power, water, etc. comes to roughly $300 a month. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is nice, man. I use the reusable to save from the idiotic bag fees. Yes. Yes. Same. If you believe hard enough, Wolf, then we're there. If you believe. Do you believe in magic? You don't pay for plastic bags there. Wow. That's nice. They don't cost too much over here, but you know, it adds up after a while if you know you don't bring any reusable bags. Starts to eat up after a while. I was about to say, well, there's no way that it's $2,000. That's crazy. They do love the bag fees, yeah. That they do. Okay, there we go. That's how I wanted to draw that. That way they just stack on top of each other. And I can just keep copying and pasting them down. Okay, so there is the one stack.
I have a report now. You are more near to go to Subway. Sandwich emoji.
Thank you, Carlos. 10 euros to the Subway fund. Thank you, thank you. Yes. we are heading towards our goal. More treats in Roscoe's food bowl back there. Folks from out of the area came in and started a mess. I feel like that happens with a lot of places too. I feel that way mostly about Portland. The things that that happen over there start to trickle everywhere else in the state. At least people try to do that. And it's usually met with opposition. Just like, you guys do not understand how life works outside of the big city. I don't really think that you should be able to dictate what happens over here. Okay, let me see if I can adjust these so that it kind of looks like it is leaning over a little bit. These are where vector layers come in handy, because then it doesn't get all blurry. I'm gonna go over it again though. At least the ones that need to be like a little like poking outwards. Like that one. This one. And then this top coin. Be out here. So it looks more like things are like sliding out from underneath. I will erase very gently. decided since we can have kangaroos as pets in South Carolina that I want one for my very own. Oh my goodness! You have to train it to not not kick you when it gets older. That's very exciting though. I used to watch a channel more frequently a while ago. I think he stopped posting as much. Is really what happened. Called the Urban Rescue Ranch, and he's got a kangaroo over there. I think the kangaroo's name is DaBaby. He's got like an entire like animal sanctuary refuge over there. Very cute animals. Not barred from owning much over here. Oh, nice. You have a wide variety of options. It's a little more restrictive over here. Unfortunately. There was at one point when I was in high school that I was entertaining the idea of getting a hedgehog as a pet. But at that time, you were not allowed to have a hedgehog as a pet in Oregon. As of 2020, though, they've lifted that ban. You can only have the African pygmy hedgehog. You can't have any other kind. Oh, I need to continue this stack here because you're going to end up seeing underneath here. Here we will do this. And we'll simply move it down. Erase this excess here. Yeah, I will just copy and paste that again for the very bottom. You don't see too much of it, but you see some of it at the very bottom. Okay, there is that. I'm gonna see if I can do Same thing over here, maybe. And then I will just change the coin that's on top. We'll flip it a little bit there. We'll do a coin flip, coin toss. We will do that. Just angle after fixed. Like that. Copy it down. So his fam moved out. We had 4 dogs, 3 cats, and 4 snakes. Oh my goodness! Wow, look, a little mini zoo. Domesticated animal zoo over there. Portugal's almost supposed to have pets. Only dogs, cats, fishes, things like that. They have chips, vaccines. Oh yeah, it's more controlled over there. It's almost impossible due to paperwork and taxes. Pets like crows. Dang, man. And especially like if they're like, you know, just like, you know, free flying out there in the wild, right? When I was 17, I wanted to raise a wolf as a pet. That wasn't until I turned 18 and learned how dangerous that would be. Yeah. And like they have like the wolf dogs. But I think, you know, with any kind of like, you know, wild-esque animal, your best bet is probably to like raise it, like, you know, as soon as you possibly can, like when they're very young. So I had a Dagus? Is that how you say it? Dagus? It's a pet. The pets had control them due to their being farm pests in native Chile. Oh, they were like, hey, yo, brother, are you trying to like start something over here? You're like, no, it's just a bet. It's just a bet, I swear. Oh my goodness. Oh, a big mouse. Oh, gotcha. When I was 16, I went through a phase where I wanted to own reptiles as pets. I think a lot of people go through that. Yeah, there's like a fascination with reptiles for sure. I've had and this is like not like all together all at once, but like it's just over the course of my life. I've had 2 dogs. I've had 2 betta fish. Maybe it was 3. I think I had 3. At separate times. They were all males. I might have had a female at one point. I can't remember. The last betta fish I had was white, named Clarence. I think the red one I had was named Flame, because it looked like a flame. I can't remember the blue one's name. They're very pretty fish, though. I think at one point we had goldfish. I can't remember if we did or not. It was when I was like a little kid. At one point in my adulthood, living over at my parents' place, I was raising a whole colony of snails, and that got very out of hand very quickly, simply because of how snails breed. Yeah. It started out with just like a couple of snails, and then I found some more, and I was like, oh, I'll just add them to the group. And then at one point I woke up and I went to check on the snails, and like half of them had laid a lot of eggs, a lot of clutches of eggs. Yeah, so so they went outside after that. I think I counted over 100 eggs. It was a problem. And that's how I found out that snails are hermaphrodites. Yep. Yep. Hello, Strawman. Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna do one more stack of these coins. And they're gonna go... I think they can only really go right there, probably. No sooner ate up my own ant farm in an area of my mother's house and fed them well, but it only lasted for a few months. Oh. Wait, in the house? You built an ant farm in the house? What did your what did your mom think of that? Yes, I have. Could run until I started to become barbaric and started to experiment on them and towards some influence. Oh my goodness! You monster! The same story my buddy told me to say one of the only time his mom hit him, he brought a hose in the house and just let loose in the kitchen. Wait, what? A hose? Or did you... Wait, what? Oh, he sprayed down the kitchen. Okay, I thought for a second you meant to say like a horse, or maybe hose was like code for like a snake or something. He sprayed down the kitchen for no reason. Just wanted to be a chaos gremlin. No, it's gonna jet out of the bar. Listen, you can take the girl away from the horses, but you can never remove them from the soul. Or however the phrase goes. No, Wolf. No. I hate olives. Get them out of here. Banish. That is a bannable offense, actually. That's how you get banned. You get hidden from the channel, presenting me with olives. Disgusting. Vermin. Ban it. I swing my gavel hard. It's a very heavy gavel. Bully him. You can take the olives and shove them where the sun don't shine. I don't like them. I don't want them. You do have a big jar of green olives. Go eat them. Eat them. I'm gonna, like, they're gonna go bad and I'm gonna throw them away if you don't eat them. Okay, I just need to put in some more coins, and then I'm gonna move on over to the shirt and the apron, and we're still avoiding the hand at all possible costs. You take the man out of MLP, but you can't take the MLP out of the man. That's right. That's right, Isaiah. You have typing a really bad joke, then remembering where I am. I mean, you could always DM it to me. That's always an option. Also, Blade, I see that you were able to give your avatar some accessories. I'm happy to see it. It finally worked for you. It's a little finicky to figure out. I wish it was easier. I just explained me. Wait a minute. You've been exposed. You've been exposed, Yesiah. I don't know, Wolf. What do you call him? Jeez. Yeah, I wish the process was a little more, oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know what word I'm... Like, it's not even on the tip of my tongue. User-friendly, maybe? Something that's synonymous with that. Yeah, easy use. More to choose. Now I can make more pieces for it. If you have a suggestion for a hat, for glasses, for an item for your character to hold, you can always give me a suggestion, and I can make it and then program it into stream avatars. It deleted it. the YouTube mod or whatever the heck. It was like, no, we can't. Yeah, that's why it deleted it. It was like, no, we're not gonna say that. You can't say that word. Yes, you call it just a chef. Just a chef. We love a South Park joke over here. Oh no, I need to put that on a separate layer so that everything else doesn't get copied with it. There we go. You know, I get like really like tired of Family Guy after a while. With South Park, I feel like there was more substance to it, maybe. So, why does the house feel wrong? Is Straw Man? Why? Hello, Strongheart. Welcome in. I don't know why it went and translated your message to 2. I don't know why. But welcome in. I'm currently drawing coins. Gonna make this a little easier on myself and do that and just ever so slightly adjust it to go that way. Trying 2 AirPods for the first time, it feels like you're my brain. Oh my goodness. It wasn't enough that I was in your walls. Now I'm in your brain. Okay, let's do a coin. Kind of facing towards us. And then I can actually copy this one over. Add it there. This one I feel like is a little too big, so I'm going to downsize it a bit. And then same thing with this one. Okay, I feel like that's probably good. I don't want to do too much because then it's going to be a little distracting. Coconut mango slushy. Oh, tasty. Back from picking up some flowy sundresses at Old Navy. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. It's been a long time since I wore a sundress. Okay, we're gonna label that shirt. I'm gonna pull the skin line back up. And now we will continue. Just learned the band create original name. What was the original name? Do I want to ask? Do I want to know? This is gonna ruin Creed for me. Okay, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it and then I'm gonna completely regret it later. Oh, well, that's okay. But why? But why would you why would you name why? Like, what is the inspiration for that? That's just messed up, man. That is whack. I'm not gonna say it, Strongheart. You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up yourself. That's cursed. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, man. I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't want to hold you now. Okay, maybe 6 feet. You should jump that. Maybe you should. Yeah. Right? Like, why? What possesses you to think that that's a great name for a band? Exactly, Strawman. Yeah. That is absolutely scuffed. think I need to round this collar a little bit more here. Yeah, keep the zoomed out one here so I can look at it from far away without actually having to like do that on the zoomed in canvas. Makes the process a little faster. Summer Games Fest was today. No horse games. That is surprising. That is very surprising. Hello, Acid. Welcome back. Good to see you again. It is cool, Spank. It was very fun. There's still much for us to explore. You gotta get that CRISPR lab up and going. I need to make even more abominations. Yeah, that's why I said like this. It's pretty scuffed, Josiah. It's pretty scuffed. You already got your fill of that with the Horsey game. The absolute chaos that game is. Reminds me of Flo from the TV show Alice. I don't think I've seen that before. But I'll take your word for it. Back for more in the Arts 16. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You want to eat it? So, not this character, but the Cake Mania character is going to be, she'll have a cake on her tray. This one has money on the tray. And then the Delicious Diner chick, I don't know. Oh, she has a pie. She has a pie on her tray. And then Daphne from Mystic Inn, she has like potions on hers. So this one, see, she's got a cake. Got a cake on hers. And then let's see here. So Daphne has, I don't know who Jeremy is. She's got potions on hers. And then I believe this chick's name is Sarah. She has a pumpkin pie on hers. So all of these characters are eventually going to be on like the same, they're separate canvases and a canvas like all together. So this one is, where did it go? Is this one here? So you can see the resemblance. I've just added the name tag here and then buttons to her shirt. And then I've made her shoes look more like Converse, and they'll be more apparent towards the end. But yeah, and I made her look less of a drug user, I think. I do, Yesiah. I showed Wolf the the Russian parody version. If you guys haven't seen the Russian parody version of Secret of the Mimic, I busted up freaking laughing. It was so funny. Legitimately so freaking funny. We are 5 away from 900. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Let's freaking go. But yeah, Yesai, if you haven't seen that video or the gameplay of that, I encourage you to look it up. There's a video by Theft King that goes through the entire gameplay of the Russian hackers FNAF Secret of the Mimic. Yeah, was that it's like a 2D animation and it's really funny. Strawman. Big ol' like buff barbarian dude. Oh, it is that one. Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you all. Yes. Yeah, slap the like button if you like the artwork, if you think it's tasty. The newest one. Oh, there's a new one. We'll have to watch it. Excellent, Strongheart. Doing your part. I watched some of Invincible. I think it was maybe like a few years ago. Everything that they had out at that point. So anything that's new I have not seen. Strongheart, congrats on winning the Battle Royale. I think after I get this part of the sleeve done, I'm going to fight the inevitable. Or not the inevitable. I mean, it is inevitable that I will have to do this, but I'm going to actually give up on being a procrastinator about the hand. And I will actually sketch it out. I've been fighting the inevitable is what I mean. I'm gonna give up on fighting it. introduction of the Grand Regent. That's a character in Invincible, I'm going to assume. I'm not officially in dodging spoiler mode on YouTube. Dude, same. And on Twitter. Yeah. And like, we were already kind of dealing with that with the leaks. If you just don't search up anything related to it, then hopefully we hope and pray that it doesn't show up. Okay? If something does show up, it's not real. It's not real. It's all fake. I think this can actually be lowered. Might be a little too tall. If I'm being so for real right now. Around this, and no, I'm not just avoiding the sketching of the hand. I swear it because it looks weird. Save real quick. Set a bunch of videos to playlist on my channel page and all the episodes of Circus so I can watch them in the meantime without searching up and potentially getting spoilers. Good idea. Good idea. Again, if you potentially come across any, just gaslight yourself and be like, it's not real. It's, everything's fake. Nothing's real. It's all a lie. Everything's a lie. Why does it still look weird? There. Okay. That looks more realistic or understandable, I guess. Hey, when I talk to someone about a show and YouTube starts showing me clips, like I didn't look up anything about it. What video did I send to Wolf? Oh yeah, so Wolf and I were talking about how expensive it is to get started in Warhammer. And then lo and behold, on my YouTube homepage pops up a video titled where is it? Let's make a Dollar Tree Warhammer 40k game. I'm like, I did not search up anything having to do with Warhammer. Why is this showing up on my home screen? What? So yeah, it's the same thing with Facebook. They're listening to you. They're listening right now. They're listening right now. They're in the walls. They know. Okay, so her hand is this. So this would be her pinky. So the pinky would be like that. Thankfully, I don't need to draw all of it, but like I want to make sure I'm drawing it to a point where like it makes sense at least. I think that's fine. If I was a Viltruman, I would go after our government, go after our corrupt officials as well. I think that is a very just cause. That's probably a good use of the power. We have a boss battle starting. If anyone would like to join in on the boss battle, exclamation point to join, and the class of your choice that is available listed in the chat there. Okay. Yeah, feel free. Feel free, because it is free to join in. I just want to be Sailor Moon and fight the government. Dude. I love that. I love that notion. That venture. That is a grand scheme. Oh, it doesn't show up. It's the Shadow Heartless. the little man's down there. I think this elbow is a little strangely placed, so I'm gonna fix that. Flip that around, see if I can get a better perspective this way. So Bradigor, for the Necromancer, you've got ! Bones at target, ! Poison _ Nova, and then ! Vampirism. The text is super small. I wish I had more control over how big or small it is. So otherwise I'd make them bigger. It's really finicky, but it takes some getting used to, some learning about like what each role does. It's kind of like the same thing with like basketball. It's like trying to figure out like, okay, what angle and what power level to shoot your character at the basket. Just takes some practice. I think anything is the help though. Anything is a good help for taking down the boss. Not me using my own elbow as a reference. I could actually go a little bit bigger on that arm. What would be the weirdest plant to bonsai? Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Let me think on it. Asparagus. I don't know. I don't know. Cause like to bonsai is just to make something like a micro version of it, right? Eggplant. An eggplant. The broccoli, mini broccoli. Oh, corn. Then you have the mini corn. Can't bonsai asparagus. It's gonna look like the Jolly Green Giant's jaw. I'd imagine some people would welcome that. The freaks. Was my face entirely strong-heart? I was all like, what? I have never seen bonsai fruit trees before. Yeah, I've never seen those. I imagine they're pretty cool looking. Yeah. Can you bonsai a strawberry plant? You get like little mini strawberries. Or is it typically like only like tree type plants? that's cool. That's cool, Strawman. Sent me a picture of a bonsai apple tree. It put all of its heart and soul and energy into making that apple. Here, I'm going to share this with everyone. If it will allow me to open it. There it is. Look at this! This tree put all of its energy into making this one fruit. What a strong tree. What a good boy. Or good girl. I don't know what gender this tree is, if it has one. I'm very proud of this tree. That's me as a tree right there. I resonate with this tree. Oh my goodness. That is adorable. Wolf has presented me with a sandwich. Thank you all for your contributions to the sandwich fund. A sandwich has been delivered. Wolf handed it to me and he was like, "Here's one olive supreme," and I'm just all like, "Bae, screw you." Trees do have gender. That's why the apple probably tastes like. You probably, man, yeah. Okay. Let me sketch out a little cleaner version of the hand here. And then I'm going to eat my sandwich very quickly. And then when I get back from eating my sandwich, then I will do the line work for this hand, and I will then continue the process on this. I think I'm gonna give her nice fingernails. Even though technically, in a food service environment, you really shouldn't be wearing nail polish, because in case it chips, it could potentially go into someone's food. But yeah, no, it's a drawing. It's a drawing. And I like to draw certain characters with nice fingernails. One, two, and three segments for the fingers. I do think that this one could probably be angled like that though. And then subsequently this one gets shaped like that. And then the pinky finger gets moved down a little bit more there. And we could probably also adjust the size and the position here. Yes, there we go. Okay, sorry, I was looking at my smaller canvas over here. I don't know why it didn't let you join the heist. Oh, that's what. Okay, because the amount of vibe coins. You'll get more. You'll get more. Yeah. Wolf's currency doesn't work over in these parts. They are not transferable. I think that you can be given vibe coins, so you can be given the points. It worked for I think it was Honeybun last stream that gave some to someone. Maybe it was Spank, I think, maybe. Yeah, I think Wolf is already eating, yeah. He's eating his sandwich. Reversion is your apple seed gets its other half of its DNA from like anything, so the mix often is bad. Oh, gotcha, I see, okay. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. I was focused on the hand. But we're not going for realism, are we? No, we're not. It's finicky about it, Blade. I don't. For some people, it does it, and for some people, it doesn't. I don't understand. It's the. You know what? Let's just blame everything on the 8-ball. Okay? We'll just do that. It's easier that way. Just blame everything on the 8-ball. Okay. So I'm trying to polish up as much as I can before I go to eat. So I have more of a winning hand to work with once I get back. Okay. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, I will be right back. I am going to have my sandwich real quick. Let me put up, where's my, hold on a moment here, studio mode. Where is that? Here it is. Okay. color. Do black so that it is easier to read. Is there an outline I can give this? Background color outline. There it is. Okay. There we go. And then we will put that on top of the tray. Okay, there we go. All right, I will be right back. Oh, why did it? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to have a sandwich and a soda as well. Hang tight. How do you gift vibe coin again? I believe it is give at. I will just do this. I think it's that. Yeah, see, it says failed. I don't understand why. I don't know why I have all of the vibe coins. I am the banker. But so that's the command, so it's supposed to work. If it's feeling up to it. If the hate ball will allow it to work. Thank you, Strongheart. Thank you. Maybe it's like an amount that doesn't want to go. I don't know, man. It's freaking weird. It's weird. There's also like joining the heist, or I guess you have to have like a certain amount maybe to join. And then there's I think the gamble one also works. You could try doing that. Let me check before I go to have my sandwich. Is it gamble? Let me see. Okay, so exclamation point gamble, and then an amount will also work if you want to try your hand at getting vibe coins that way. But yes, they do work up over time. Just hanging out, being active in chat. Yeah, you start accruing them pretty quickly. See, now you've got 330. Already making more. See, you're able to give 10. What? Is there a limit to how many you can give? Interesting. And there's a cooldown timer on it. Interesting. Okay, we're learning the parameters. We're learning the parameters. Let me also give you guys some stars to munch on while I am munching on the sandwich. There is that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have me some food. Hang tight, enjoy the music and the vibes. And I will be back in a moment. Okay, I think that popped up, right? Okay. Be right back. Okay, I am back. You made new glitter slime? Also, welcome on in, Clamosity. I was away eating. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. The arts will continue now. Let's see how far I will get. Oh, it would help if I was on the correct layer. Okay. Look a little funky right here. Why do the hand look a little funky? Sounds great. I gave you. I was like, with that. No, I'll never get it out of the carpets. Exactly, strong art. I'll never get this out of my hair. We do love a green slime, though. I have 2,000 polos to print later on. Oh my goodness. I pray for your strength and dexterity, Bratty girl. Oh my goodness. That would wipe me out. Thing is, they sent images from. Oh, for sure, yeah. Anything that makes the process easier, bless. Full bless. Just set up the printers and let them go. Yep. We love the machines for that. We don't have to do things by hand. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine doing all those by hand? Oh, it would kill me. It would kill me. Exactly, Strongheart. Dead. Mega dead. It takes a while. Is when I have to do the design here before printing. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. If I'm feeling up to it and I have energy after Wolf and I spend some time together after the stream ends. I think we're watching an anime movie tonight. If I have the energy for it, honestly, I might make myself a coffee. I I'll do some more work on the design for you. Because I am very excited to use the fill vector color brush and getting to work with vectors a little bit more. Try not to make this. I'm trying not to make these fingers look too fat. It's when I go over here and I look, I'm like, okay, they don't look as bad as they do when I zoom out. It's just me. It's just me looking at it from a completely zoomed in perspective, I should say. My first word was moot. My second word was moot. Moot. The 60 machines only 125 a PC and done pretty quick. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, I am in the way. Here, let me move myself over. Pardon me. Pardon me, Colmosity. My goodness. No, Colmostity's Wi-Fi needs to smack the router. Yeah, especially right now. This is a very dire time. We're in the middle of a basketball game. Come on now. You gotta smack the router on its little antenna booty. I don't know. You can't type 5 or 6? Oh no. Well, this is gonna be a problem. Yeah. Exactly, Strongheart. The fingers are fine. They're fine. They're not fine, but I don't know what to do about them. That's very kind of you, Strongheart, to make it fair. It's a challenge round. Certain numbers have been excluded. Prohibited numbers. You know what we should have the numbers 6 and the number 7 excluded and prohibited from this chat. No more 6, 7. No more. We can't have it anymore. Dang it, Brady girl. That's what I mean right there. Me too. Me too. The children ruined it for me. I'll be sitting there doing my crocheting, counting my chains, counting my stitches. I can't do it. I can't do it comfortably anymore. I gotta skip those 2 numbers. And hope that no one talks to me while I'm doing that. Otherwise, all hope is lost. Okay, back over to the shirt I go. This needs to be rounded a little bit more. Let's see, how would I... Maybe like that. See you later, Carlos. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you spending your time over here. I hope to see you again soon. Have a good morning over there in Portugal. You as well. You as well. Yeah, that's makes it part of the challenge there, Strongheart. A, getting it into the basket without those numbers, and then B, remembering not to use the numbers. Okay, so this part of the sleeve needs to come in a little bit more. Continue there. And then there. And I actually want this to go inside. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. Now let me just adjust this. So it looks like it wraps around. My detail-oriented brain's like, this, I can't move on unless this is fixed. And then there's also this here on this side. Oh, it is that way. Okay. It is that way. Yes, because the arm is in this direction. Okay, there we go. Good night, Bratty Girl. Thanks for hanging out with us. I wish you well on your order. Get some good rest. Talk to you later. Okay, now we have this part of the shirt, which isn't too difficult. Not as many like folds as before. There is a split. I think it's, where is the color? Here. Just so I can see a little bit better. Bit of a fold or a split, like I said, right here. Will you let you know what I hear back? Sounds good. Sounds good. You ate a fly, Komasi? Please tell me you know about the children's book. There was an old woman who swallowed a fly. Please tell me you've heard of that. This arm is... See, I flip it around and I don't look at it for a while. I'm like, oh, no, it's wrong. It's wrong right here. Oh, you got it. Oh. It's a book. It's a book, I swear. Was the fly good? Apparently it was edible at least. See, I can't be the only one. I refuse. Protein, please. Blade's got the right idea there. Yeah, but it was a book. It was a whole like rhyming kind of a book. And it was honestly kind of morbid because it was like the final line of it was like, I guess she'll die. Like, brother, what do you mean you guess she'll die? I thought this was a book for children. Talking about death. So macabre. And just going through adding some little details to her shirt. 'Cause I feel like it. 'Cause I feel like it. Also, I think that this collar needs to go up just a little more. There we go. I guess she'll die is crazy for a children's book. Honestly, it was the most memorable part of it for me because I think I was just in like so much shock that like they would be like, yes, I guess she'll die. I guess she'll die. You know, I was like, what? What do you mean? She's dead. What? I believe she swallows a cement truck at the end of the book. You know, you're probably not wrong there, Strongheart. I can't remember like what truly happens at the very end of it, but you know, it wouldn't shock me whatsoever if she ended up swallowing a whole cement truck. When I was little, I always heard of people say I never got to say goodbye when people died, so would goodbye to people in case. So I would say goodbye to people in case they died and I did not have time to say bye. Oh. I mean, it's a nice thought though, right? Like, just in case. I see the single star there. Need more stars. Hello, machinist. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. I do appreciate the just in case. And right back to you. Again, just in case. Bought a boat and been on it out in the lake as much as possible. Heck yeah, man. Make as most use of it as you can, right? That's baller, dude. That's great. In case the cement truck comes back. You stay away from them flies, Coolmosity. Okay, I am saving this like constantly. Constantly saving. Flying trunk. Is a cheap bit, but awesome 24-foot pontoon. Oh, cool, cool. I wonder if you know, having to have put some work into it makes it more satisfying to be out there. You know, you put some TLC into it. And now you get to use it. Flow like from progressive. Do not tempt me, Isaiah. I shall very much, possibly in the future, draw flow from progressive and then put this one next to it. Got it running in 15 minutes and it needs vinyl seat work. Ah, gotcha. It's been pretty nice, but if you look past the dry out vinyl, but some seat covers. Put some seat covers and it looks and runs awesome. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Has it just been you going out there, or you take some family and friends out there as well? I don't want him in my spleen, Abdul. Leave. You are not welcome here. Kids and friends too. Been pulling a big tube around and it's fun. Oh, cool. Yeah. Just bought some new vinyl to try my hand at doing upholstery. I wish you luck on it. I've only ever known one person that their profession was doing upholstery. Oh no. I'll wait. I'll just wait. Yep, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until it says that my connection is excellent once again. We went the entire stream. Come on. You can do it. Is it back? There, it's back. Okay. All right. We went the entire stream. It was like, okay, we're fine. And now it's like, you know, we got like what, 7 minutes left. It's like, never mind. I think I'll crap out. Yeah, OBS needs to get itself together. Yeah. Because it's not my connection. I think it's OBS. If it does again, give it CPR. Yes, 7 minutes. It is 11:54 p.m. for me. The Miku beam of first aid to my OBS. A friend who I know is a marine upholstery specialist, but he lives near Florida. Oh, he taught you some. Oh, good. I'm glad that he was able to teach you some stuff. Now it comes in handy. If he dies, he dies. No, it's not your connection, machinist. No, it's my OBS going like, mother, why? Mother, why? Yeah, none of your guys' fault. It's all on my end. Gonna go stalking. Enjoy your stalking, Calamosity. Don't let the geese bite you as well. Much love to you. You also need to stay alive, okay? We'll be counting on you for that. Happy stalking. Okay, now we're gonna put the apron tie. Some issues like that with OBS recently, it's updated and it got worse. Yeah, man, I have seen other people saying, like, you know, if you're gonna use OBS, use like an older version of it. So I hope it doesn't come down to that for me, but might end up having to entertain that. Okay, let me copy and paste that line. I'll just move it down so that I have parallel lines here. And then connect them that way. There we go. And then we can erase that. And that. To the shirt. Erase there. Alrighty. Now over here there is a fold. There we go. I'm just trying out some different angles for the fold here. OBS won't work with my HDMI camera anymore. It will work with a piece of crap webcam. That's an interesting thing, because like I have my my Elgato face cam for Sunday streams, you know, like the crocheting, the candy bracelet making and painting and stuff, like my my physical like crafting day. And the cable that my camera came with, it doesn't want to stay connected. That's why like sometimes it would freeze. It didn't want to stay connected with that cable, but with like a cheap cable or affordable cable from Amazon that came in a 3-pack for like, I think it was like $7 or so. It works perfectly fine with. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't understand. The other thing that's weird about it is that, like when I open up the Elgato, like the app on my computer, it won't freeze. So I know it's OBS. I know something's going on with it there. So it's just very, very bizarre behavior. I don't know what to make of it. So, alright guys, it is now midnight. Seeing Isaiah's message, I was like, oh no, is it really time? It is. You guys will be seeing more of this artwork in the future, whether it is finished and rendered, or I'm, you know, gonna work on it again at a later time. You guys will be seeing that. So let me save it there. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you. So here my good cam works fine outside of OBS, right? It's like it's such a finicky program to figure out after a while. So, you know, and you would figure that'd be like the other way around. No. So, OBS, I said iOS. I understood what you meant. I knew what you meant. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna, oh, there you go. I'm gonna move on over. thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you choosing to spend however long you have chosen to spend over here, whether it was the whole stream or just a little bit of the stream, or you're watching the replay. I appreciate you guys. It's where you get what you pay for, yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just happy that, you know, it's not as bulked up, caked up as Streamlabs OBS. That was yeah, and I used to use Streamlabs OBS. So anyways, yeah, you know, it works most of the time. Feel free to like the stream if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be live tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be playing Among Trees again. We'll see how many fish I'm gonna catch tomorrow. Hopefully a lot. I have a little fox friend I've got to feed because apparently he can't feed himself. He's become a dependent. I can claim him on my taxes now. Good night, everybody. I hope to see you on tomorrow's stream. I am going to plug my links really quickly. Here is the art gallery link. Feel free to check that out if you want to see more of my digital art. Here is my Twitter account /X account if you want to give me a follow over there. Every single time that I end my stream, I post a link over there, as well as a thank you and a little blurb for what it was that I streamed, and sometimes a preview of what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well. Thank you, Strongheart. Thank you. Here is the link for my Ko-Fi page if you want to support me over there. That's also where I host free art bases and free PNG Tuber Plus models. If you want to get into doing streaming and video creation and you don't want to use a webcam, if you want to use a cute little model, I have some freebies over there. Feel free to check those out if you would like to. And then if you want some personalized art from me, feel free to check out my commissions website. My information website has all of the information that you may need over there. Once again, thank you very, very much, everyone, for hanging out with me. Thank you, Machinist, for sharing the X post. Thank you. I appreciate ya. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow, again at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Go play some more Among Trees and vibe out in the cozy forest. So, all right, guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Until then, stay vibing, stay creative, and I shall see you then. Bye bye.